The only reason, and I mean the only reason, that you feel like everybody in your life is abandoning you is because you are abandoning yourself. Remember that the outside world doesn't exist as we think it does. It exists through a filter of stories and beliefs. It's what we believe about ourselves that we're seeing. That's the actuality of reality. Your beliefs are creating it. So when it comes to abandonment starts with yourself. And now I know you're probably wondering, well, what does that mean? What do you mean? I'm not abandoning myself. I love myself. We like to say that. We like to talk about self-love and self-care and the self and all the other self things, but I don't think we really understand what it means. So I'm going to try and explain. Every single time that you say that you're going to do something and you do not do that thing, I don't care what it is. You're going to not have crappy food today? If you oftentimes eat crappy food, guess what? Chances are you're going to have crappy food today. And every single time that you do that, every time you say, I'm not going to have crappy food today, I'm not going to have crappy food today, and then you have crappy food, you are abandoning yourself. It is a belief you have about yourself. And the more you do that, the more you are firing and wiring together those neurons. They're mating, you can say. And they're getting stronger every single time you're telling your mind. So then next time, you're going to be like, I'm going to start tomorrow. Nope, I'm just going to have this one today. I'm not going to eat crappy food today. Or excuse me, I'm not going to eat crappy food tomorrow. I'm just going to have it today. Your mind goes, no, you're not. You don't actually believe that. You do not actually believe that. Watch. And then what happens is the energy of that belief shows up in your reality because that's what you believe. So guess what? The opportunity to have crappy food comes because your belief is saying, you eat crappy food, watch this. And then you will. And then you'll start again tomorrow, and then you'll start again tomorrow, and you'll start again tomorrow. If you don't believe me, try it consciously. Try something you've never done. Let's say you don't meditate, but you want to start meditating, but you constantly say, I'm going to meditate tomorrow morning, or I'm going to meditate tonight, and then you don't, you're too tired, whatever the excuse is. It doesn't matter the excuse. It's just your mind reaffirming the belief you actually have. And the only way to rid yourself of that belief is to consciously become aware of who you're being. Consciously become aware of who you're being. And you need to break up the relationship between those neurons that are firing and wiring together so that you can create new neural pathways and connect to new behaviors so that you can become something new. But the caveat is that this behavior, once it carves out, if you think of like an ant hole, or an ant hole, like an ant hill or whatever, and if you pour aluminum down there and you fill it up, and you see all the carved out little tunnels and things, that's essentially what happens with the neurons that have been firing and wiring together for so long. It's always going to be there, which means you can always revert back to that behavior because it's learned, it's known forever, it's ingrained. But you can start firing and wiring new ones together, and you can act from that place so much easier the more you continue to act in that way. So back to abandonment. Every single time that you say you're not going to do, or every time that you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you are actively abandoning yourself. And so you know what is going to show up in your life? Things that abandon you, people that abandon you, relationships that abandon you, family that abandons you, friends that abandon you, co-workers that abandon you. You're going to be stood up. You're going to be flaked on. You are going to be abandoned because it is a belief. It is a story that you tell yourself that you believe you deserve, essentially, abandonment. And the universe is not biased. It's like, yes, you believe that, so I'm trying to serve you what you believe. It's not being mean. It's not this woe is me. Lose that victim mentality first and foremost, because that's never going to work. So when it comes to abandonment, if you continue to abandon yourself, which really means not doing consistently what you say you're going to do, you reiterate that abandonment over and over and over again, then the things are going to continue to show up in your life, creating that abandonment. And yes, this goes much deeper. There's abandonment wounds from childhood, which is where the belief probably stemmed from. But you're going to have to dive deep. You're going to have to take an introspective look at yourself and say, who the hell am I being? Who am I being really? And why do I believe this about myself? It's okay, universe. I'm ready to admit who I am. And I believe that I deserve to be abandoned. Why? Meditation will get you there. Meditation will get you there. That's the honest to God truth. I know that through my experience. There are so many people that are scientifically studying the benefits of meditation, not just for changing your beliefs and understanding who you are truly, but breaking through the societal beliefs that have been bestowed upon you, or the parental beliefs that have been bestowed upon you. I believed that I deserved to be abandoned because as a little kid, that was my normal. That's familiar to me until I was able to break that. Now, I would like to say if you flake on me, that I just don't show up. But the thing is people don't flake on me because I don't believe I deserve that. That's just the truth. But if you want to change that belief, do this tactic. Every single time that you tell yourself you're going to do something, you're better off not even telling yourself you're going to do it if you're not actually going to frickin' do it. Or again, you reiterate to your mind that you deserve abandonment. No matter what it is. If I say I'm going to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, my ass is going to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning because I know that if I don't, I am teaching my mind that I believe that I don't do what I say and that I abandon myself. And I'm not about to have things show up in my life abandoning me. I've done that for 30 years of my life. I'm done. And you can be done too. If you take what I say in my content and you apply it into your life. These are things that I've applied into my life. And they're the truth. I don't know how to explain that they're the truth. Only you can feel that on the inside. But your soul knows the truth. You don't deserve to be abandoned. None of us do. So take that for what you will. And I hope that you found value here. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to the greatest awakening in the history of the frickin' cosmos. Peace, love, and namaste.